Hey, coming up right now, a flight attendant sends the internet into a frenzy after she's seen feeding a child. And while some are praising her, others think, well, she went way too far.
Also coming up, see how one elf on a shelf almost sets a house on fire. Let's face it, this game might not be worth it.
All right, a little bit later on, there's a man, he's called the Florida Joker, and he wants to cash in on the gaming industry, why he claims it's all about face value.
Daily Flash starts right now.
Get ready for trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. The fun starts right now. This is Daily Flash.
Hi everyone, I'm Andrea Jackson.
Hi, I'm Mitch English, welcoming you to Daily Flash. We're so glad to have you here for the ride. And of course, you festive? You feeling festive?
I'm feeling festive, yeah. I'm
I feel
ready for the
festive. What
holidays.
about you, Maddie? You feeling festive? You got any new traditions in the holidays you're doing?
One tradition I'm going to avoid is the Yule Cat.
Yeah, keep them away.
Now the Yule Cat is a huge and vicious cat from Icelandic Christmas folklore that is said to lurk in the snowy countryside during Christmas season and eat people that do not get new clothes before Christmas Eve.
So it's a real deal.
It's a thing.
Well, last week when you were out, Jackson was telling us what they do in Philly, which I think is awesome. Instead of the Yule log,
They do the can on fire.
Yeah,
they
the
set
trash
the trash
can.
can on fire.
Just
That's
a
their
Tuesday
version
in
of the
Philly?
Yule log.
Yeah, it
And they
is.
throw snowballs at Santa.
So when you bring up Yule cat, I'm thinking, no, let's not light them on fire. All right, well, don't do that.
No.
I think stay away from that.
Okay, I think I know what I'm getting you guys next year for
Yeah,
Christmas. I
Okay,
know.
we have to wait.
Doritos has just unveiled nacho cheese flavored booze. $65 a bottle.
Oh, I don't know. Wow.
Nacho cheese flavored booze. Who's in?
Well, and I know where it came from because you eventually wind up at like Taco Bell eating the nachos at the end of the night.
It's
when you're
reverse.
drinking booze. So why not? I could see, they get the new flavors out of the Doritos, and when you first mentioned that, that's what I was thinking. But nachos, I don't know. I can do a Cool Ranch maybe booze. I mean,
Yep. Nope. They PepsiCo and Custom Spirits are teaming up to launch this new liqueur, and it's Dorito flavored booze.
Well, if you think about it, wine and cheese go together.
That is
Nacho
true.
cheese and booze, probably.
Maybe.
And maybe Philadelphia with the
With the trash cans on fire.
Too much of that. That's gonna look horrible
Could be ugly.
coming out. Yeah.
You got Jägermeister, you got the Goldschlager, now you got the Dorito.
Now you have Doritos.
Cheese booze.
It all looks the same coming out anyway, right?
It does.
When you're yakking
Usually
all
all
that.
has the same effect too after one too many.
Indeed it does. All right, well, we always talk about what happens in the friendly skies, and now a new online video is making the rounds that shows a 5-year-old child getting help from a crew member on a Tokyo-bound flight. Aw, we all say. However, the Singapore Airlines flight attendant, shown right here, spoon feeding a young passenger from 2 small plates, and the caption reads, "What would you do if this happened to you? We're having the greatest flight ever, and this just made it even more perfect." However, not everybody had the same reaction. While many actually praised the flight attendant for her personal assistance, others questioned the gesture. A few called her amazing. Others thought that the child was old enough to feed himself. Others questioned why the flight attendant was doing this while the kid's parents were more than capable of doing it. So we want to get your thoughts on this, by the way, and you can go to our website. There's a yellow button that drops us an email, and we'd love to hear about it. You know what? I know there's spaces, especially on long flights, where flight attendants, they've done their rounds, they did what they do. And it shows a lot of them are moms sometimes that have left their child, and a motherly instinct kicked in, I guess.
I think something like this requires context because we don't know what happened leading up to it. Maybe the kid was screaming or out of control. Maybe the parents were sitting in a different spot. Who knows? But it seems as though she stepped in to help out. I don't see the problem.
No,
I mean, there's
not
so
at
many
all.
other things in the world to be angry about. This
Yes.
doesn't seem like one of them.
And we always talk about, first off, flight attendants are there for your safety. They're not to feed you at all. And I said that as soon as I kind of made that understanding. And this goes above and beyond. And I think they should be praised for this.
Absolutely.
And why anybody goes against it is, well, who hurt them?
Internet trolls say Mother Teresa was uppity sometimes.
Yes.
So I mean, it doesn't. Everybody's got something.
You're going to say something no matter what. That's what's sad about it. That's why people shouldn't get all worked up on videos.
And we just found out from Will during one of our commercial breaks that all those crazy outburst videos are fake.
You know, a lot of them are. More and more coming out. Because why? They know that
Yes,
they'll
we'll
get,
click on them.
We'll
It's
click on
clickbait,
them.
right? Well, most everyone is familiar with Elf on the Shelf, right? The elf moves around the house for 24 days while making mischief and keeping an eye out for Santa. Thanks to social media, it's all about posting that one viral video. Perhaps that's what this guy was thinking when he took over the EOS duties and put the elf on the chandelier.
Oh.
Well, his plastic face ended up against the hot lights, and let's just say it did not end well for the elf, as you can see right there. The elf took one for the team, but thankfully the house did not burn down.
All right, so I have an update. I think I told y'all. I had this white deer that I had before I got married, and we moved into the house, and I
Yeah.
put this deer up, and it's all white, and it's got like a felt around it. It looks really cool, right? And then Christmas came along, and I had one of these little clown noses they had at CVS, and I put it on the nose, right? And so make him look like Rudolph.
Okay.
I was like, oh, cool, it's festive. And then my bonus son, we're all sitting down for dinner, and he goes, well, why'd you kill Rudolph? And I'm like we mounted Rudolph's head up on the wall, right? So it was all fun. So I'm like, all right, we kept it that way. My hand to the heavens, I woke up yesterday morning all over the ground because or Elf on the Shelf found himself on the antlers, and the cats didn't seem to like Elf on the Shelf hanging off of the antlers. So now my one last thing I should say that was my decorations in my apartment before I got married is now no more and all over the ground. So this Elf on the Shelf, I don't think he's a very mischievous guy. He either pulled it down or the cats did. I'm leaning towards the cat, though.
So the deer is no longer.
The deer's no longer. So my one thing that I had of my single
The
list.
one thing.
That's all I wanted. That's it.
Oh, buddy.
This is one where, you just got to say, go ahead and stop on the tattooing. This guy's name is Lawrence Sullivan. He's AKA the Florida Joker. That's his name. He actually has a bone to pick with Rockstar Games and Grand Theft Auto 6. The trailer for GTA 6 has been released, and one of the scenes features a clip of a man with tattoos all over his face. And this circle there, that is a character, okay? The graphics on these things are so amazing, it looks like a real picture, but in the circle is the actual game shot. Sullivan claims that his image resembles the famous mugshot with tattoos and dyed hair. Now he wants $2 million from the gaming company for using his likeness and inspiration for one of the characters. This isn't the first time Rockstar Games was accused of using someone's images. In 2013, Lindsay Lohan tried to sue the company, claiming a character in Grand Theft Auto 5 was based on her. It did look a lot like her. A judge ended up throwing that out. That case altogether. Thoughts on this? I mean, again, the guy in the orange is fake, which it looked like a real picture to me.
I see some similarities, but it's not identical. And wasn't there some controversy about the tattoo in The Hangover with Mike Tyson's tattoo on the one guy's face? Do you remember that?
Yeah, because it had
There was
copyright. The artist wanted the money, and they
Yeah.
have problems with that a lot of times with pro wrestling stuff. They have that with
I
games.
get down and get like the copyright law when it comes
Yeah.
to certain artwork, but I don't think he
Sam,
stands
can we
a
pull that back up so we
chance.
can look at it? Because, first off, he has the Joker's thing right here, and the other guy's
Yeah.
just got like a line, and it says,
Impotent.
Impediment?
Impotent, but that's not right.
It's not even spelled right, yeah. Regerts.
Impotent.
I think with the dark around, I've seen guys and people put that under the
Yeah.
eyes and that sort of thing, but I can't see how you really can say the two are there outside of the eyes,
it's
right?
Similar, but yeah, but even the eyes aren't identical.
And and the guy has it going. The character has it going down the neck. The yellow-haired gentleman, Lawrence, does not. Thank goodness, right? Because
And
they
a
say
company-
anything after the neck,
A company like Rockstar ran this through 9 lawyers before they put it out
Yeah.
to make sure that he can't get any money.
And can we talk about the video game itself? They said the graphics on this thing
That's
are
what I've heard.
unbelievable. I
Yeah,
heard.
yeah.
Where you're starting to see where we're headed and how realistic these things could do, and then also what you could do inside the games is supposed to be up to the next level where it's really real world. Help me out with the terminology, guys.
Open
Say
world.
again? Open world, yeah. Open world where you can go anywhere and everything. Well, you can interact with everything. Where sometimes when you go walk up to a wall and you're just doing this.
Because don't they talk about the fluidity of characters in games? Like they're getting to a point where it's almost seamless. Like you can't tell the difference between, and that's probably what you're saying too, the difference between what's actually in the video game and what happens in real
There's a video
world.
of a grandmother seeing the trailer for Grand Theft Auto, and she thought it was the news.
I believe it.
Well, sometimes it's not that far away.
I mean, it was close enough with this one, especially. It was all Florida man stories.
But see, now that's a really good point, because where are we headed with all of this? Because how would you not know that's not the news?
Right, yeah.
Right?
Now,
If you're an
with
older,
AI is
with
coming
AI,
up.
you don't know, especially if you're an older person.
I think this year, coming up 2024, we're going to have to really keep our eye on AI because of things like this. Things can come out, just say a week before the election, and before they're even proved to be fake. That's already, that impression is in your mind. So really, it's something. I know we all say, well, AI, we're smart enough. We're not.
Well, we talked about the actors' strike a lot here on the show, and they had a very good argument when it comes to this AI stuff, because, if you can duplicate their image, then you stand to profit off of that person's work.
More Flash coming up. We promise it's really going to be us when we return. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Daily Flash. It is time to get Flash, the moment you've been waiting for. All right, here's what happens. A viewer writes in to see if she should get Flash for denying her sister money from her wedding fund. This is what she says. All right, I don't like her fiance because he and my sister can't afford the wedding they are planning. Neither has a job and is living on some of the research funds for a PhD program. It's not enough to make a living. She also mentions that the sister's fiance has some disparaging remarks about her marriage and that the money in the fund is hers and she doesn't have to give it to them. So, should she get Flash? Here's what happens. Each one, we get 15 seconds on the clock, and after 15 seconds, you'll hear that, and then that tells you, well, you're done. That's all your comments that you get to say. Let's start off with Maddie. Should she get flashed or not, Maddie?
I think she should. Like, I'm in the midst of the wedding planning right now, and we've got the budget down to everything, so we know what we can and can't afford. And if we were to go do what we originally thought, that would be way outside the realm.
All right. There you go. All right, AJ, you're next, and I'll get you time on this. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think she should get flashed. I mean, here's the thing. If you're living off of student loans and trying to get a PhD, why are you bothering spending the money to get married? That's my thought. I mean, I'm not exactly sure how the funds work.
I say, listen,
Mitch?
here's my thoughts on all this. You plan for your future, and if you're wasting it all on your wedding, figure out another way besides borrowing. You're going into a wedding, first off, a marriage rather, it broke on the money that you saved in order to make more money as a PhD, so no. All right, we got some more Get Flash, right?
Here's another one. A viewer writes in to ask if he should get flashed for sending his ex-wife, who cheated on him, money every month. Well, it could be a legal reason that he has to do that. He says, I send my ex-wife, who cheated on me money every month. She is now a single mom after the guy she cheated on me with left her and her 3 kids. He also says he feels guilty about how things ended. He's now in another relationship and was just caught sending money and watching his ex-wife's kids. Should he get flashed for sending the ex-wife's money for the kids?
Who goes first?
Max.
I'll take this one. I think he shouldn't get flashed. I think it's definitely, we don't know the whole situation there, and he may just be trying to help her. He feels bad. So I don't feel horrible about that situation. He should have told his new relationship, though. He should have told her what was going on.
All right, my thoughts on all this is, number one, you get married, you give responsibility. With the ex gets half. That's what you know when you're going into it most of the time. And if you didn't make an arrangement, shame on you. If you went into a marriage with having kids, and you shouldn't have to pay for those other kids. However, if they're yours, you better fork out the cash.
I think he's okay. It's his money. If he wants to send it to his ex, I guess he can. I mean, I don't know if there's some sort of legal filing involved, if he actually has to pay her some sort of spousal support, since they're now officially exes, but there you go. All right, let us know what you think. Send us your email.
All you have to do is go to our website, dailyflashshow.com. Right in the middle of the page, you'll see a little button. You just press it there. Boom, it magically comes to us on your thoughts on this. We'll share them right here on the air. Maybe you have some quagmire you might be into and you want to get flashed. You're welcome to do that as well.
Nice. You said the word quagmire. I like it.
Speaking of quagmire, he'd never get married, right?
No,
never.
On that guy at all. All right, we'd love to hear from you for sure.
Filing your taxes is always a challenge. We've got details on a new tax trend report to help you get your financial house in order. Take a look.
We're all looking for ways to save money, right? Well, Intuit TurboTax, America's #1 tax prep provider, has released new data and key insights on how Americans earned, spent, and saved on their taxes last year, what they can look forward to for tax year 2023, and how they can save on their upcoming taxes.
We have some really interesting findings based on anonymized and aggregated data from tax filers that file with TurboTax. In the lowest income category, we saw the reduction of refunds was more pronounced among low income filers. And we did see that lower by 22 percentage points compared to tax year 2021. We found that the percentage of filers that received a Form 1099 NEC or 1099K grew from 6.7% to 8.1%, which is an indication of the growth in self-employed or people working side gigs. Single parents or single filers with dependents that file as head of household saw an increase of 8.6% of their median adjusted gross income compared to 2.7% in tax year 2021. And the percentage of filers reporting crypto transactions was still the highest among age 25 to 34, although all age groups did see a decline.
So what can we do to better ourselves in the coming year?
Remember those valuable credits like the child tax credit up to $2,000 or the child and dependent care credit. And then also the IRS, they made adjustments to many tax deductions that are available. So for instance, the standard deduction, that was increased, the most it's been increased in decades. And then also, there are moves you can make by the end of the year that can help your tax situation, like maximizing your retirement plans. You build your nest egg, and then you're also able to lower your taxable income by doing that.
And of course, you should enlist help from the experts. Green Lewis says last tax season, TurboTax processed 45 million U.S. tax returns and $106 billion in tax refunds.
We're able to help get the maximum refund that they're eligible for and easily file their taxes. So whether you want to do your taxes yourself, you want to get help along the way, or fully hand your taxes off to a tax expert, virtually or in person, you can get your taxes done with TurboTax.
To learn more about the TurboTax Tax Trend Report and how TurboTax can help, visit the TurboTax blog.
Benjamin Franklin said death and taxes is the only thing you can't avoid.
Yeah.
Over in where I used to live over in Maitland, there is a tax agency and a funeral home right next, literally, right, no, they're right next to each other. And they're actually, I think they're brothers. They have the same company name. Brilliant. That's all I have to say.
Welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Matt Doolittle. Well, Mitch and I had the chance to take a trip around the world at the Walt Disney World Resort to see what the experimental prototype community of tomorrow, also known as Epcot, has to offer this holiday season. Check it out. You know, Epcot's always great, and especially during the International Festival of the Holidays. It's always amazing, but I'm not feeling so festive yet. Where did Mitch go?
I know you're not
Hey,
buddy.
buddy.
Hey, check it out. Got this stuff so we can get nice and festive for the holiday season here at Epcot, bud.
It's awesome. There's so much to experience. Let's get going. Come
Let's
on.
go.
Let's go. Mitch, English. This way. This way. As you just walk right into Epcot, this is one of the newest addition at Dreamer's Point. Walt the Dreamer, the man himself, Walt Disney. They dedicated this on the 100th anniversary year of the Walt Disney Company. I mean, it's
Here's
amazing,
the thing.
right?
They say you haven't been to Epcot until you come by and take a picture with Walt, and he's here waiting for you.
And can you imagine what he'd have to say about all this now?
Probably a lot.
You know, imagination is such a huge part of the holiday season here at Epcot and everywhere, of course, right? Well, something that really needs to spark your imagination and somebody that can really help is this guy. It's Figment. Figment, you know, one of the things that I love about the holiday season and what sparks my imagination is spending time with family and friends. What about you? Absolutely, right? I got to tell you something about your attraction here. I noticed as I was going through Journey into Your Imagination, there was all kinds of interesting smells. Are you a fan of the stinky ones? Yeah. Here's the good news. Here at Epcot, there's all kinds of great smells, and I think I'm gonna go out and maybe check them all out. Sound good? Why not? We're here at Epcot, all kinds of smells. Let's spark our imagination. Let's go.
Living with the Land has always been one of my favorite rides here at Epcot, and this time of year they add a little holiday spice to it with Living with the Land Glimmering Greenhouse. And you know what? I'm feeling pretty festive, so let's go check it out.
Chef Philip here, who is part of this amazingly just massive team that puts all this together. Can you tell us about what Epcot does special for the holidays in terms of the food?
Yeah, so we do a lot of special things with our holiday kitchens all around the promenade here. We've really focused on the cultures and holiday traditions of all our different countries that we represent here at Epcot in our promenade. I saw a couple of different concepts from a couple of different places around the world. So over at Holiday Hearth, we have all of our delicious desserts and pastries they have over there. We have our peppermint swirl cookie. We have our Mouse Crunches bag, a really popular item with those yogurt-covered pretzels, the popcorn, the M&Ms. Over at Yukon, one of our holiday kitchens, you have my favorite, the beef bourguignon. It's definitely like a nice hearty dish there. Some red skin smashed potatoes, beef, carrots, onions, all in that nice sauce. It's delicious.
Music is, of course, a huge part of the festivities at Epcot over the holidays, and the Voices of Liberty celebrate with performances as the Dickens carolers, dressed in colonial winter attire, offer original renditions of holiday favorites that honor the spirit of the season, past, present, and future.
Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey! Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
One of the most unique and longest-running traditions at Epcot is the Candlelight Processional. Every night during the holiday season, a celebrity reader, along with a huge choir, tell the story of the reason for the season. I've been coming to this with my family since I was a kid, and it's something you have to experience in person. And on this night, we had a very special treat. Neil Patrick Harris.
Ultimately, the message at the heart of all of our celebrations is a simple one that stands the test of time. Peace on earth. Goodwill to all.
During Epcot's International Festival of the Holidays, you can check out all the new attractions here at Epcot, including Luminous, the Symphony of Us. It's a brand new fireworks show. It's like one you've never seen before. So let's go check it out. Let's get festive and get ready. So, guys, you can start now.
Mitch, it really was a great time out there. And what I love is seeing all the different holiday celebrations from around the world. We did eat
one
a
of the things there about Disney is that the fact that it's everybody's just always happy. In the holiday seasons, you add that upon there, it adds to it. And there's a whole feeling of the entire time you're there. It's like, this is something special where you're at. And again, like I said, with adding Disney to it, it makes it so much
The
fun.
Candlelight Processional, if you've never done it, make that a must-do on your list because it's incredible. And they have a guest that's different every night that will come and do the reading. It's just fantastic. Oh, we saw Pat Sajak do it. And, and a couple of other actors, and it's terrific.
They say they love doing it as well.
Yes.
They have a blast doing it. And sometimes in this world that we live in, because of the fact that we hear things on the radio so much, you forget this is all live. This is all happening like right now, and it sounds so crisp and clear.
Yeah.
Matt, good job of that. We sure, he and I had a good time.
You guys look like you had a great time.
More Daily Flash coming up right after this.
This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. Trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash.
Hi, everybody. I am Mitch English.
I'm Andrea Jackson. Welcome to Daily Flash.
All right, we have got some statistics out here that might just solve a lot of questions we've been having. There's some research that has come out, and it says that people that work into U.S. power plants throughout the United States are actually exposed to less radiation than what is given off inside the U.S. Capitol building.
What?
Yeah, because
Really?
basically it's so old, the building is granite, and inside of that granite has high uranium content inside it, which I guess makes a lot of sense if if uranium makes you act crazy or whatever. And there's no way that they could ever like totally redo it. I guess they would have to seal it up or whatever. It's small amounts. Keep in mind. But that is interesting. You think by now they would go, well, let's get rid of all of it just in case, but not necessarily the case at all.
But I think they'd end up doing more harm probably.
Probably so. Maybe that's
by
what it is.
Dismantling it than just keeping it in place. And they have less radiation inside the building.
Well, less radiation inside of U.S. power plants.
Inside of U.S. power plants.
Power plants have less radiation than what we're seeing in the U.S. Capitol. Because of those old buildings, yeah, and have all that uranium in it.
Okay.
And
you
now
don't have to wear a special suit or anything like that.
Maybe they should. That way we would know that they're... I don't know why anybody was rushing in there to get inside on January 6th, right?
Oh, goodness. Well, an online video making the round shows a 5-year-old child getting help from a crew member on a Tokyo-bound flight. The Singapore Airlines flight attendant is seen spoon-feeding the young passenger from 2 small plates. The caption reads, "What would you do if this happened to you? We're having the greatest flight ever, and this just made it even more perfect." However, not everyone had the same reaction. While many praised the flight attendant's efforts when it came to her personal assistance, others questioned the gesture. A few called her amazing, but others thought the child was old enough to feed himself. I don't think he looks old enough to feed himself. Others questioned why the flight attendant was doing this while the child's parents were more than capable of.
Think about that.
Yeah.
I'm actually just perturbed at this because, like, when I ask them to do it for me, they will.
You're escorted off.
We're having a emergency.
Right,
We're landing here.
The FAA comes on board.
I think this was great. I love that. I think that flight attendants risk their lives every day when they're on a plane, and they're there to make sure everybody's safe. And to see them do that shows just a little bit more about humanity. I think it's great. Anybody that goes against that, shame on them. Like, it's not that big. I think the parents would have intervened, and I'm sure she probably even asked. We don't know the context of what happened,
right.
but I imagine you say, "Hey, I can take care of them. You guys rest. I'll handle it. Or, can I do it or whatever?"
I'm guessing that looks like it might be a first-class cabin or business class, so I'm guessing the parents probably didn't mind the flight attendant taking over nanny duties.
Now I'm really mad. If a little kid gets to fly first class and I'm way back there by the bathrooms.
I just think that there's so many other things to be outraged about in this world that seems really ridiculous.
Yeah,
to be
slow your roll, folks.
Yeah.
Slow your roll. It's a great thing that she was doing. Most everybody, I'm sure, at least, is familiar with Elf on a Shelf. Basically, the elf moves around the house for 24 days while making mischief and keeping an eye out for Santa Claus. Well, thanks to social media, it's all about posting that one viral video, right? And perhaps this is what this guy was thinking when he took over the EOS duties and put the elf on a chandelier. That doesn't rhyme. The plastic face ended up against the hot lights, and it didn't end well at all. The elf took one for the team, but thankfully the house didn't burn down. And my understanding with the Elf on the Shelf, if stuff like this happens the next day, they go back to normal.
Oh, they
So,
do?
Yeah, it was just a temporary
Magically,
thing. Magically.
bend themselves.
They can do that sort of thing.
Well, Lord Sullivan, a.k.a. Florida Joker, has a bone to pick with Rockstar Games and Grand Theft Auto 6. The trailer for GTA 6 has been released, and one of the scenes features a clip of a man with tattoos all over his face. Sullivan claims the image resembles his famous mugshot with tattoos and dyed hair. Now, he wants $2 million from the gaming company for using his likeness as inspiration for one of the characters. Now, this is not the first time Rockstar Games was accused of using someone's image. Lindsay Lohan in 2013 tried suing the company, claiming a character in Grand Theft Auto 5 was based on her. Judge ended up throwing out the case. What do you guys think?
You know, even if it was, it doesn't look identical to him.
No.
It could be an inspiration, and if we're going to start suing because of inspiration for stuff, we are screwed. Right?
Yes,
I mean, and he's not going to get any money. They ran it through every lawyer they could think of.
Yeah.
And plus, come on.
It's Grand Theft Auto. I mean,
that judge is going to go.
it's all about stealing stuff.
They're untouchable.
Hey, we got Screen Chatter coming up in just a second. It is time to check in with Tony Toscano to find out what's coming out of Hollywood and straight to your screen, no matter what size you're going to watch it on. With the latest, here's Tony.
Thanks, Mitch. Entering its second season on Peacock is the sci-fi action series Quantum Leap.
Your name is Dr. Ben Song. You're from the year 2022. You were the lead physicist on a top secret project called Quantum Leap. You're a time traveler.
A revival sequel to the original series that ran from 1989 to 1993, a scientist finds himself trapped in the past, leaping into the lives of different people and changing history in hopes of getting back to his own life in the present. I chatted with series stars Raymond Lee and Caitlin Bassett.
I mean, I think as someone who's currently living through the character right now, I mean, he's continually coming to a boiling point many times. And, you know, his frustrations do grow, even with the person that he has to deal with in his leaps. So it's a great thing to track character-wise, but yeah, there might be an explosion.
This is a show about nice people, good people, flawed people, trying to make the world a better place and set right what once went wrong. But what's really exciting is it's action-packed and it pulls at your heartstrings, and you never know where you're going next. Is it the 80s? Is it the 1600s? We don't know.
Season 1 of the new Quantum Leap was shaky at best, but Season 2 has found its footing and has become a smart, savvy series with good action, pacing, and interesting stories. Again, the new Quantum Leap is streaming on Peacock and gets a B. It's rated TV PG. Streaming on Apple TV Plus is Monarch: Legacy of Monsters. The new sci-fi series stars Kurt Russell.
This is the world we live in. Monsters are an inescapable reality.
Set after the world discovers monsters are real, the series follows one family's journey to uncover buried secrets and a legacy linking them to the Monarch Corporation. I chatted with Kurt Russell and his son Wyatt, who both play the same character.
What wasn't on the page really was the character that Wyatt and I were asked to take a look at, see if we wanted to play it. So it was just a casting idea. The character was quite different, actually. So it meant we were going to be, you know, page one, doing a lot of work, and it was great to work with the showrunner, Chris Black, and the head writer, Matt Fraction, they were really good. So we had a lot of work, but we were very happy with the way it has come out.
This was a character that we both wanted to create as uniquely as we could for the story and make it work for the story. So all we're really doing is just playing the scenes and doing what the scene needs to do. You just happen to have two people who obviously genetically have some links, and with a little help from some makeup. Dennis Lidger was putting dimples on me where I didn't have dimples, and shading areas where I made
I was wearing lifts.
Yeah, right.
Monarch: Legacy of Monsters is an entertaining and well-shot series that keeps getting better with each episode released. Give this one a 3 or 4 episode try. Again, it's streaming on Apple TV Plus and gets a B. It's rated TV 14. For the Daily Flash, I'm film critic Tony Toscano.
80 shows that have come back, because we talked about Quantum Leap, that should come back, but maybe you missed. Do you have any?
Not that I have. Well, I know they brought back like Full House.
Full House, yeah. It seems like they're not successful when they come back.
No, right? Not at all.
Dallas didn't do well.
Did they redo Doogie Howser?
They did. And they had it was a girl this time. That's I don't know. Some things I think you should just leave alone.
Yes.
Maybe the only offspring should be your child. That's it.
Give a gift, change a life. Actor Kel Mitchell joins us with what he's giving this holiday season. Kel, tell us about the World Vision gift catalog.
Oh man, so I love the gift catalog. You can log on there and get some amazing gifts for people all around the world. You know, one of them that's really, really good is that they have alpacas that you can actually get for families, or goats that you can get for families, and they can sell the milk from that goat, and you can take them out of poverty just by that gift. It's just a wonderful gift catalog that has amazing donations that you can help people all around the world.
And Kel, tell us more about your partnership with World Vision.
Yeah, I've been working with World Vision for a few years now, and I love what they do, like the marathon for clean water. and then also to the gift catalog. I'm always supporting that. I'm all about giving back and spreading love. I love God and I love giving back, and that's the same thing that World Vision does and loves too. So yeah, it's a great partnership.
Kel, that's awesome. We got to ask you, how is it going with Good Burger 2?
Man, Good Burger 2 is doing awesome. It's so excited to be back in the Good Burger world and putting on that wig and saying, welcome to Good Burger. So it's been awesome and working with my brother. And it's been great. We came in at #1. It's the most viewed movie on Paramount Plus since its launch. And so we're excited that the reception has been great and people are enjoying it. And yeah.
Oh, that's great. Congratulations on all your success. Where can our viewers go for more information about World Vision?
Visit worldvision.org. Worldvision.org.
Thanks for joining us. We'll be sure to post this information on our website at dailyflashshow.com. Mitch.
No doubt that we all could use a little extra cash in our pockets this time of year, right? Joining us now about being a dasher with DoorDash is Taylor Bennett and Dennis Boismiak.
Dashing with DoorDash is, never been better. We've seen this holiday season, folks who have gift shopping to do, travel, added expenses, and it's a great way to earn extra money on your own schedule. Dashers are folks who are determining when and where and how long they choose to dash. And with a number of new products and features that we've introduced this year, there's really been no greater time to be a dasher and to be on the platform earning extra money.
I worked for a federal agency for about 18 years, and after that ran its course for me, I had an nest egg, and I took about a year off. And then my fiance was like, "Well, what would you like to do?" And she's like, "I think you probably like shopping. You always do it for us. Why don't you give that a shot?" So I signed up for a couple different platforms, and ultimately DoorDash was the best fit for me.
You can learn more at dashers.doordash.com. It's a quick and easy sign-up process. With the holidays here, it's a great time to get on and make some extra money, and encourage folks to go check it out.
All right. Well, attention last-minute shoppers. Here's our tech guru, Jennifer Jolly. She's got the perfect gift for everyone on your list.
Thanks for having me. The Xbox Series S starter bundle is a perfect last-minute gift for anyone who wants to jump right into the world of gaming. It includes everything you need to play right out of the box, so you can go from tearing off the gift wrap to full gaming greatness in about 10 minutes. It includes 3 months of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate with instant access to the best titles out there like Minecraft Legends or Forza Motorsport. You can find it at Microsoft.com for just under $300. This small but mighty Kodak Flick HD9 smart projector is powerful, portable, and totally perfect for anyone who wants to take movie night to the next level. Just pair it with an app on your smartphone, take it with you to stream shows from Netflix, Amazon Prime, all your favorites anytime. Has a handle, comes in 2 colors, easy to set up and use, and a sweet price point too. For a gadget that's almost as good for the planet as it is for simple and affordable everyday printing, look no further than the HP Smart Tank 5101 All-in-One. Made with recycled plastics, includes up to 2 years of ink in recyclable refill bottles, and recently hit an impressive new milestone. People have recycled more than 1 billion original HP ink and toner cartridges too. Love that. Another one that I love here, the Cricut Joy Extra, takes you from idea to I did it with its magical DIY creations. The handy hardware and design software work together as a connected platform to create custom cards, tote bags, water bottles, and just about anything else that you can dream up. Plus, it's compact and connects you with a community of creators and millions of awesome ideas too. Let's end with a free smartphone here. You can get the Samsung Galaxy A13 5G for free by switching to Total by Verizon between now and the end of the year. This is not one of those bait and switch and you end up paying more deals either. The idea here is there are a whole lot of hardworking people who are worried about economic uncertainty but still want to connect with their families and totally show up this holiday season. Here's just one way to do it. Read more at techish.com. Back to you.
A recent study found 83% of Americans are last-minute holiday shoppers. Lizzie Post from the Emily Post Institute has some great advice for buying on a budget with little time to spare.
This holiday season, you might find yourself in good company if you are shopping last minute. Walgreens research showed that 83% of Americans shop for last minute gifts, so please don't fret, you are not alone. One of the reasons we were so happy at Emily Post to partner with Walgreens this holiday season was because not only do they have amazing convenience being open both on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, but you can make sure that your last-minute shopping is still personal. Walgreens has an amazing selection of items that can be personalized, whether that's with a photo from your own collection or with a monogram or even someone's name. It's really easy to be able to pick up something special the same day. You don't have to worry about it looking like a last-minute gift. We get asked a lot at the Emily Post Institute about what to do when someone gives you a gift and you don't have one in return. It can be a pretty nerve-wracking moment, but you are not alone. 73% of Americans find themselves in this situation, and we're here to tell you that a little gratitude goes a long way to easing the awkwardness. Simply say thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you thinking of me. Oh, what a surprise. This was so thoughtful of you. It's that easy. You don't have to make up a lie about the gift being on its way or that you didn't think you were exchanging gifts with this person this year. Gift giving is not about reciprocity. It's about sharing. So be sure to focus on the moment and the gift that you've been given by saying thank you. Now, don't forget when you are out making your rounds to pick up wrappings for your gift, presenting your present in a beautiful package with a lovely card is an excellent way to go. And you can certainly pick up your package at Walgreens. For right now, you can visit walgreens.com to check out their 12 days of deals.
You know what bothers me? I bought a bunch of stuff off Amazon off my kids' wish list, hoping it's like, oh, it'll get there before Christmas. Told me like 2 or 3 days. They got it last week. I was like, don't open it yet. Yeah, I wanted to open on Christmas Day. Oh well.
Welcome back to Daily Flash. It's not a movie, but a must-watch series. A married couple find excitement and wealth as assassins. However, their relationship is put to the test when they both are shocked to learn that their spouse is also a hired killer and their next target. This is today's must-watch series, Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
So, this your first time in New York?
Should we be asking each other that? Have you ever killed anyone?
No. Not really.
Really?
No.
Where do I begin to tell the story of how great love can be?
You're married.
The sweet love story that is older than the sea.
I should be clear, I'm not in this for the romance.
About the love he brings to me.
What is it that you two do?
We're computer software engineers.
He fills my heart with very special things, with angel songs, with wild imaginings.
I should be dead.
He fills my soul with so much love that anywhere I go,
How's the intimacy between the two of you?
with him along.
I'm scared.
Who could be lonely? I reach for his hand. It's always there.
What do you think happens if we fail?
Our marriage?
Our mission?
And he'll be there.
Ooh, boy, this looks good.
I think I'll watch that for sure. I
Yeah.
think Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, the movie did it great. It was an amazing movie altogether. And something I just learned, you told me, but that was based off a movie.
It's a remake of a movie
Yeah.
that was, I think, back in the 40s or 50s,
Wow.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
So-
Yeah,
so you'll learn stuff. Nothing's new in Hollywood
it's
anymore,
been
is it?
reincarnated several times over.
Over and over. All righty, we are going to do it over, but brand new
Yes.
stuff happening in just 23 hours. Thank you so much for spending time with us.
For more information on any of today's stories, be sure to visit our website, dailyflashshow.com.
Y'all take care. We will see you when we look at you. Be good or good at it. Bye-bye, everybody. See ya.